Hi, it's Kim, and today I have a lot of Hypertufa pots that I want to put new cactus pups into. They're all together now in a large Hypertufa, but we're going to replant the pups. Today we're going to concentrate on getting our little cactus pups planted. A couple of them are ready, a few of them are still small, but I'm going to take them over here and let's get going. All ready with some smaller ones, some tools, a box to mix some soil in, and then of course I have my systemic granules, not needed as much with this one, and my soil, and that's the succulent one, but we are ready to go. Now I have, it looks like 6 of the larger ones, and then 2, 3, 4 of the smaller ones. And I think I will put those 4 smaller ones together, I think, at this point. This, I don't know, as a size comparison, that's my thumb, and that's the particular little cacti that I'm going to use. But let's get started. Okay, I'm going to mix up a little of my soil in here, and it's going to be this cacti and succulent soil. And that should be just about enough for what I need for these pots. I always have some extra that I can mix up if I need it. And that being about a gallon, I'm going to shake a couple tablespoons of this to guard against the gnats. Now these, since they're kept so dry, they're not really prone to the gnats, but I'm going to use that just as a safeguard for anything else that might be in here. Okay, here we go. We'll mix it all in. See, it's a pretty well draining formula. That should be all we need. Now, I know I have I'm gonna do this 4 big ones. There's 2 mediums, and then there's 4 little tiny ones, and I think that's what I'm going to plant. So that would be, heavy. 6 pots that I need, and then maybe 1 extra. And I've got 6 pots and 1 extra. Oh, this was from another one that I had, but that's just some imitation moss that I put in there. Okay, so let's put some soil in. Okay, now we're gonna take my pots. I'll set them to the side here. And I've got my special mat under here. Since I'm working on the dining room table, I gotta safeguard it. And you can get these mats. I can put a link to my Amazon storefront. You can get a link to those mats through Amazon and get those delivered quickly. They are very convenient. Okay, now here are my cactus. And I'm gonna get those out so that we can plant them in each individual little pot. They're in Hypertufa now. I'm not sure exactly how much roots they have, but we're gonna try to separate them. Hopefully they're not in any big network. Let me see, how hard are they to hold? I better get a paper towel. I've got the soft silicone handles of these to use. So, because they're old enough to be really prickly. So, oops, there's one. He lost a little of his roots. Here is a baby. Look at those roots. Here is the biggest one. Look at that. Here's a baby, and here's the other baby over here. Oops, there's that one, and here's this one. Ooh, making a big mess. Okay, now that is it. I don't see anything else in there, no tiny babies. So that'll be available to plant something else. And now we're going to decide which goes where. I think this bigger one needs the bigger pot. So how about him there? And him there. How about this one here? Ouch. This one here. Oops. Stuck together a little bit. And here. And then see, I've got two smaller pots. How about we put the larger here? And then I have what I'm calling a medium. This medium. We can put him in here. And then that gives me, let me see, there's 3 babies. Maybe they can all fit there. Now there was another baby. He's attached to one of these guys. There he is. Ouch. He's got enough stickers. So I could put the 4 little ones there. So I think that looks good. Now let's get them planted up. Okay, I'll just start with this one. I got my scissors. Just gonna trim off some roots. I'm not interested in this growing super large in this pot. So let me just kind of stir it around here and then just kind of place it in there. There. A little bit of extra soil. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? Now I might give them a rinse, and then I'll put a little stone in front of them. Okay. Here's this one. Okay, here we go. Down in there. Now these I hardly ever water, and I do mean rarely. They don't need much water. I think they do real well being extra dry. I think I'll add one of these babies in here since his roots kind of protrude out the other side to make him lopsided. Okay, I think that's good. Oop. Scoot him in with this. I don't know how well that's going to show. I probably could put a small one in there with him too. Well, I should say another small one. Let's try him. I'm going to swipe a little bit of your root, and then I'll put him a little bit close on this side so he knows his buddy is there with him. Okay, there. That's two. Now let's do this one. Now, she has a lot of extra root. Sorry, got a big mess all over her little face. But I'm gonna trim some of this extra root so that she can grow out new root in her new planter. And that would be right here. Ouch. I think I'm going to be picking out stickers this afternoon. Okay, that looks good. And then this one, let's look at it. Oh, he might be the biggest one that I have. Okay, got that pretty well trimmed. And when you water them, these could be watered from the bottom. You don't want to pour water directly into that top. That's bad for this type of a cactus. At least that's what I've read. I'm no expert on cactus, but that's what I've read. Now, let me get his little roots down in there. These little tools are nice. I've had these for a while, and they're especially good when you're planting small things. I got them off Amazon too, and I'll put a link. I think that's good. Now just give it room for a rock mulch, stone mulch, whichever way you want to call it. And then this one. Ouch. Okay, let's get rid of that's good. And then down in here has a nice top. Okay. Make myself a little center hole. And then, oof, that hurts. You might just need a trifle more of the soil. That looks like a hair that got stuck to him. Oops, sorry about that. Now, and then one more. All these little tufa dishes are, I think they're yogurt cups, and the others are from Little Small Planters, where you buy a little plant in the spring, and it comes in one of those tiny, I don't know if they're called pints, but on a tiny little pot. They make good small planters, especially if you plan to take your stuff inside as a house plant, because there's just so many tables and windowsills that could fit a big Hypertufa pot. If you get them, you know, the bigger ones, like these come out from the Momma planting. Get that down in there a little bit, there. Now, that's good. That's look like one of the branches. That looks pretty good. And then these two little ones are going to be in the small planter. Let's see what they've got underneath. I'm not sure if these were new babies that sprouted from babies, or if they were just new pups that did not get as big as these others. But since this is kind of an oblong pot, I'm going to set these kind of sideways in here. So let's kind of put a groove in here and then push it down into that spot. Here we go. Now, they'll look good with a little stone mulch. I think that looks nice. So here we go with that one. Now that's all of them finished. And I'll have to get the stone mulch to cover them up. Oh, wait a minute. Do I see an escapee? Oh yeah, we got one right here. Look how it's growing at the top. Kind of elongating. Let's see where I can squeeze him in. Let's see. How about down in this one? There. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 small ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, here's another one. No. I got them all. They are all in pots. And there we go. We'll just douse them in the water. Now, that's all finished. We'll get them carried back to kind of wait in the kitchen with me. Ignore the kitchen. We're in the middle of a remodel, cooking on a hot plate, if I even feel like cooking. But anyway, now we've got 7 pots of the baby cactus, and I think they look really good. It's just about the right proportion for these small Hypertufa pots. So we're going to put them in the same place they were before. This is an IKEA shelf, if I'm remembering correctly, and I do have grow lights around it. You may have seen that on another video, but needed to dust that off. It was pretty dusty. And we got them on a long black, I think it's a ceramic platter, so that when I water them, we don't run things over. Look at all the other cactus type plants I got there. But that's how they look, and I'm well pleased. Thanks for watching.